Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, welcome to SMPN4 Tuban YouTube channel, Sekawan channel. From this channel, you will learn your lessons from your teacher. How's going on today? Do you still enjoy your online learning? I hope so. Okay, I know that you have difficulties in learning process, especially learning English. Well, but English is not as difficult we think, right? Mam Lili tahu bahwa kalian banyak mengalami kesulitan dan kegagalan belajar. Kalian tahu apa itu kegagalan belajar? Kegagalan belajar terjadi ketika kalian mengalami lelah, sulit memahami, sulit menghafal, mudah lupa, otak penuh, sulit konsentrasi, melamun, bosan, tidak menyenangkan, dan lain-lain. Mungkin lebih banyak lagi deretan kata-kata keputusasaan dalam belajar yang sering siswa keluhkan pada guru. Kalau mau jujur, sebagian besar siswa berpikir bahwa belajar itu bukanlah sesuatu yang mudah, apalagi menyenangkan. Apalagi untuk siswa yang lagi gencar-gencarnya menghadapi ujian nasional, di mana akan menghadapi banyak sekali latihan-latihan soal yang harus di-drill setiap hari. Berdasarkan masalah itu, Mam Lili akan memberikan atau sharing 2 teori tentang belajar. Yang pertama dari Gagner. Dalam bukunya The Conditions of Learning, Gagner mengemukakan bahwa belajar terjadi apabila sesuatu situasi stimulus bersama dengan isi ingatan mempengaruhi siswa sedemikian rupa sehingga performanya berubah dari waktu sebelum dia mengalami situasi tadi. Jadi, dalam hal ini, ciptakanlah stimulus atau rangsangan belajar yang akan mempengaruhi memorimu saat belajar. Teori belajar yang kedua dari Roger W. Sperry, cara kerja alami otak, dalam bukunya The Manual Work of the Brain, mengemukakan bahwa belajar dan berpikirlah dengan kedua belah otak yang bersinergi. Artinya, kita harus belajar menyeimbangkan kinerja otak kanan dan kiri. Karena kita tahu kinerja otak kanan dan kiri sangat jauh berbeda. Otak kanan sifat ingatannya untuk jangka panjang. Otak kiri sifat ingatannya jangka pendek. Atau dengan kata lain, memori span atau daya tahan ingatannya lebih pendek daripada otak kanan. Well, students, okay, now let's start to learn about reading comprehensions in this channel. Do you feel crazy to learn about the long paragraph, the difficult vocabularies, moreover to answer the questions of them? Well, it's not difficult. But I see that memang tidak mudah menguasai reading comprehension dengan bacaan yang panjang dan kosakata yang sulit. Pemahaman tiap paragraf ditambah deretan pertanyaan yang perlu jawaban dengan cepat dan benar. But don't worry about it. I have good strategy to solve your problem. Strategi yang saya tawarkan adalah sign and keyword. Strategi sign and keyword ini akan menyeimbangkan kinerja otak kanan dan kirimu, sehingga nanti akan terjadi balancing dalam berpikir. Dan itu nanti akan menguatkan memorimu dan membantu kamu untuk bisa mengerjakan reading comprehension dengan mudah. Pertama-tama, kenali dulu jenis-jenis pertanyaan yang sering muncul pada bacaan, pada reading test. 1. Asking general idea. 2. Asking purpose. 3. Asking main idea. 4. Asking information. 5. Asking refers to. 6. Asking synonym or antonym. 7. Asking moral value. 7 pertanyaan tersebut akan selalu muncul di setiap bacaan yang ada, sehingga penguasaan jenis pertanyaan ini sangat mendasar sekali untuk dikuasai oleh siswa. Well, Kita akan membahas keyword dari tiap pertanyaan tersebut. Berikut jenis pertanyaan dan keywords yang akan mengikutinya. First, for example, what does the text tell us about? The keyword is text about. It is asking about the general idea, menanyakan gambaran umum dari teks. Or, what is the text about? The keyword text about. The two examples of these questions asking about general idea atau gambaran umum dari teks. Second question, what is the purpose of the text? Or, why does the writer write the text? The keyword purpose, or why write, or why send, write to, send to. The keywords asking about purpose, tujuan dari teks itu dibuat. Number 3, what is the main idea of paragraph? What does paragraph blah 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 tell us about? What is the main idea of paragraph? The keyword is main idea paragraph blah blah blah. What does paragraph blah 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 tell us about? The keyword is paragraph blah 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 about. It is asking about main idea of paragraph, pikiran utama dari paragraf. Number 4, start solve questions with 5W and how. If the question start from 5W and how, it is asking about information. For the keyword, untuk kata kuncinya kita tidak bisa menentukan secara langsung kata kuncinya, but depend on the question, depend on the text, tergantung pertanyaan dan juga teksnya untuk asking information. Number 5, blah blah blah. What does the underlined word refers to? The keyword is refers to, and the underlined word like subject and refers to. It is asking about refers to or rujukan kata. Number 6, blah blah blah. What is the synonym of the underlined word? Or the synonym, it can be the similar meaning, the best replace, the same meaning. The keyword is the underlined word and the synonym, the similar meaning, the best replace, and the same meaning. It is asking about synonym. 7, blah blah blah. What is the synonyms of the underlined word? The keyword is the underlined word and antonym. Or we can also say blah blah blah. What is the opposite meaning of the underlined word? So the keyword is the underlined word and the opposite meaning. It is asking about antonym. Well, student, and the last. For example, the questions, what is the moral value of the story? Or what can we learn from the story? The keyword is moral value or can we learn. It is asking about moral value atau pesan moral, and it is usually for narrative text. We have to find the moral value based on the story. Nah, 8 pertanyaan tersebut merupakan jenis-jenis pertanyaan yang pertama kali harus dikuasai oleh siswa. Kuasai jenis pertanyaannya dan kata kuncinya sehingga kalian tahu itu menanyakan apa. Kemudian kuasai kata kuncinya. Jadi tiap-tiap pertanyaan tadi sudah ada kata kuncinya sehingga menjembatani ingatan kalian untuk menuju pertanyaan itu menanyakan apa. Setelah kalian kuasai itu, kuasai how to do, cara mengerjakannya. Jadi number 1 tadi asking about general idea, kata kuncinya text about. How to do, bagaimana cara mengerjakannya. Find the title or the conclusions from the text. Lihat aja judulnya, itu sudah akan mencerminkan general idea, gambaran umum dari teks. Jadi contoh soalnya, what does the text tell us about? What is the text about? The second, menanyakan purpose, asking purpose. Tadi kata kuncinya adalah purpose atau why write, why send to, write to, written to. How to do, bagaimana cara mengerjakannya? Based on the purpose of the text, each text has a different purpose. For example, for the monologue text, descriptive text, the purpose is to describe about the specific object. For example, narrative text, the purpose is to entertain or to amuse the readers. For example, report text, to describe about the general object. Procedure text, to tell how to make or to do something. Now, each text has different purpose. You have to know the purpose of different texts. And then number 3, main idea. The keyword is the main idea, paragraph, blah blah blah. If talk about main idea, of course we talk about paragraph, the main idea of paragraph. How to do? If you find the questions of main idea, the first you have to find the statements of the paragraph. The characteristics of statement is short, simple, and meaningful. Singkat, padat, dan berisi. No explanation. So how to do? To find the main ideas of paragraph. The first, examines the statements from the first sentence of or the last sentence of paragraph. Usually the main idea stated on the first sentence or the last sentence of the paragraph. Don't forget, it is statement, no explanation. Or if you don't find the statements both of them, you can find the conclusions of the contents of the paragraph. It can be the main idea. Well, number 4, if you find the questions that start from of 5W and how, it is asking about information. Asking information, you cannot say the keywords exactly. The keywords depend on the questions and the text. Untuk asking information, there are two kinds of answer, tersurat or tersirat. Tersurat if stated on the text, tersirat if not stated on the text. Jadi tersirat jika kalian bisa menemukan jawabannya ada di dalam bacaan. Tersirat jika jawabannya tersirat di dalam bacaan. Tidak secara langsung ada, tetapi akan kalian dapatkan kalimat-kalimat lain yang mungkin tidak sama kalimatnya tetapi mengandung makna yang sama. Or moreover, you will make conclusions of the answer. Itu untuk asking information. Then number 5, asking refers to. Refers to rujukan kata. How to do, bagaimana cara mengerjakannya? Find the previous sentence in the subject or object from the sentence before. Temukanlah rujukan kata itu ada di kalimat sebelumnya, entah di subjek atau di objeknya. Tapi hati-hati, tidak selalu persis ada di kalimat sebelumnya persis, tetapi bisa juga akan ada di kalimat sebelumnya lagi dan sebelumnya lagi. For example, he is a famous boy. What does he refers to? Nah, keyword he and refers to. You have to find the answers of he, who is he, from the sentence before. If you didn't find he from the sentence before, so you have to find he from the sentence before and before, not directly before the statement. Now, this is refers to. And then number 6, synonym. Asking about synonym. Usually the keyword, it can be synonym, similar meaning, same meaning, close meaning, best replace. All of them asking about synonym, persamaan makna kata. How to do, bagaimana cara mengerjakannya? Actually, how to do is depend on your mind dictionary. Tergantung kosakata kamus otak kalian. Seberapa banyak kosakata yang ada di dalam memori kalian. Tapi yang jelas related meaning or having a similar meaning itu cara mengerjakannya. For example, the questions there is underline special word, and then the question, what is the same meaning of the underlined word? So the keyword is the underlined word and same meaning. And then for example, more underlined word, and the underlined word has close meaning to blah blah blah. So the keyword is the underlined word and close meaning. Now this is asking about synonym. And then number 7, antonym or opposite meaning. Antonym asking about the opposite meaning, ya, makna yang berlawanan. How to do, cara mengerjakannya, find the opposite meaning of the word. Of course, it has relations with your mind dictionaries. For example, the question, blah blah blah, and then underline word. What is the opposite meaning of the underlined word? So the keyword is the underlined word and the opposite meaning. So it is asking about antonym or opposite meaning. How to answer? You have to find the nearest meaning. The opposite meanings of the word, and yeah, it depends on your mind dictionaries. The last one is asking about moral value or pesan moral. Usually you will find the questions from narrative text. You will have story. You have to understand the contents of the story, and the question says, for example, what is the moral value of the story? What can we learn from the story? So the keyword is moral value and can we learn. How to do? Bagaimana cara mengerjakannya? Understand the story, then find the social message derived from it. Understand the story first, then please make conclusions. What can we learn from the story? Okay, well students, berikut contoh teks sederhana yang cara mengerjakannya dengan sign and keyword. For example, the students of 7A have just finished conducting an experiment in the laboratory. It is 9:15. It is time for them to have a break now. Blah 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 blah. It is descriptive text. For example, after we have read the descriptive text, there are 5 questions that follow the text. The questions, number 1, what is the text mostly about? The keyword is text about. It is asking about general idea. Second question, what are the canteen rule? The keyword is canteen rule, asking about information. Number 3, wash your hands before and after eating. Above it, the word eat refers to. The keyword is eat refers to, asking about refers to. Number 4, what is the purpose of the text? The keyword is purpose, so it is asking about purpose. Number 5, when will they have break time? The keyword is when, break time, asking information. Jadi kata kunci itu fungsinya adalah ketika kata kunci itu kita sebutkan tanpa membaca pertanyaan secara keseluruhan, maka kata kunci itu sudah bisa menjembatani ingatan kita untuk menuju ke pertanyaan itu menanyakan apa dan bagaimana cara mengerjakannya. Jadi ini semacam jembatan ingatan ke memori kita supaya kita bisa dengan mudah mengingat bahwa ini pertanyaan tentang ini dan bagaimana cara mengerjakannya. Ada benang merah yang akan nyambung di situ. Disitulah nanti kalian akan sangat terbantu sekali untuk bisa mengerjakan soal-soal reading test ini dengan mudah. Dan di situ pula peran kinerja antara otak kanan dan kiri. Ada balancing kinerja otak kanan dan kiri di situ yang saling membantu sehingga proses belajar kalian akan bisa dilalui dengan mudah. Karena ada benang merah yang menyambung antara satu dengan yang lainnya. Nah, kita akan coba menyambungkan lagi tadi 5 pertanyaan descriptive text tadi. Yang pertama tadi text about, asking about general idea. Nyambungnya adalah bagaimana cara mengerjakannya. Oh iya, asking general idea itu find the title or draw the conclusions from the text. Semisal teksnya tidak ada judulnya, it's very simple. Read the text and then you will find the titles of the text. There are 4 multiple choice that will help you to find the answer. The second question just now can't enroll the keywordnya. It is asking information. Kebetulan mudah karena tersurat. Jawaban yang tersurat. Sehingga of course you will find the answer from the text karena stated on the text. Number 3, it refers to. Asking refers to. Find on the sentences before. On subject or object, you will find it from the text. Number 4, purpose, asking purpose. Nah, tadi descriptive text. Maka purpose-nya adalah purpose-nya descriptive text, yaitu to describe about the specific object. You can change the specific object with the titles of the text. Number 5, break when blah 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 break time. Asking information or tersurat. Stated on the text. Ini masih tersurat, masih mudah ya. Sehingga kalian tinggal mencari aja di dalam teks. Nah, ini contoh yang asking information. Well, students, that's all our online learning today in English about how to do reading test Asia by my strategy, sign, and keyword, balancing the works of our left and right brain. Wish all of you will get the point and can practice it well. Good luck. Always study every day, exercise every day, and see you to the next online learning. Don't forget to subscribe in our channels of Sekawan Channel SMPN for Tuban. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.